Am I too old to go to Special Forces assessment and selection? This is a question we get constantly, and here's the truth. If you can get a contract, you're not too old, period. Guys in their 30s and even in their 40s have gone through SFAS, crushed it, and earned their beret. And in this video, I'm gonna break down what the actual age limits are and 3 main considerations you need to take into your prep to give you the best chance of success. My name is John Hamilton. I'm a former Green Beret and founder of Infinite Grit, where we have a team of Green Berets and strength and conditioning coaches to provide custom programming, nutrition, and mentorship for those pursuing a career in special operations. And we have worked with hundreds of individuals preparing for selection. And some of the most impressive guys were older dudes who trained smart, played the long game, and showed up with discipline both inside and out of training that most 20-year-olds don't yet have. And to be clear, this isn't about giving you false hope or pretending everyone makes it through. Not the case. It's about laying out a clear and proven path so you can give it your best shot without wasting time on bad training plans or second guessing yourself. First off, let's start with the facts. There are 2 paths to get into Special Forces: active duty or National Guard. For active duty, the Army says that you've got to be between 20 and 34, which is waiverable up to 36. For National Guard, it's 20 to 36, which is also waiverable. Now, the word waiverable is where things enter the gray area, and it's how guys in their 40s get slots at SFAS. However, this requires an assessment on an individual basis, going over fitness, military, professional experience, and more. Bottom line is, if you can get a contract, whether you need a waiver or not, then you're eligible. Now, the standards at selection do not change just because you're an older guy. It's the same PT test, the same rucks, the same team week, the same trek. So you don't need a different standard to train to. You just need a smarter way to get there. And this brings us to my first consideration: recoverability. You likely don't bounce back from hard training like you did when you were 22. That's just the reality. But that doesn't mean you're broken or can't build up the capacity. It means you've got to manage your volume with more discipline. Instead of running yourself into the ground to prove how tough you are or you still got it, your focus needs to shift to long-term progression. Can I run 3 times a week? Can I build up my ruck volume gradually and still show up healthy month after month? And to be honest, this is where most guys mess it up right from the beginning. They feel the pressure of a condensed timeline, jump straight into a high volume plan, then develop overuse injuries and spend weeks recovering instead of progressing. Training smart doesn't mean going easy. It means knowing what your body can tolerate and steadily building the capacity over time. The goal is not to just survive the training. If you want to get selected, you have to perform. So you're preparing to thrive inside the events themselves, and that's the mindset shift you need to make going into it. When I was younger, I trained through everything: tight hips, low back pain, nagging injuries, you name it. I didn't understand anything other than pushing myself 100% with every session, regardless of how my body felt. And looking back, this slowed my progress drastically. I was always dealing with something, performance suffered, and because of this, my results were undermined by my injuries. I got away with it then because I was young and stubborn, but I can confidently say that after years of training and taking my own advice, I'm in much better shape with no injuries now and would absolutely crush my 22-year-old self in just about anything. So if you're 30 plus and preparing for selection, recovery is non-negotiable. This means staying disciplined with both nutrition and sleep. You're not the 19-year-old who can go out there and crush 5 hours of sleep, eat McChickens all day, and still go PR their 2-mile run. You've got to start thinking like a pro, because at our age, the margin for error is smaller, but it's still completely feasible. Also, one of the best things you can do right now, even preemptively, is go see a physical therapist. Do a full assessment, find out what your imbalances are, address any nagging pains, then stay consistent with the exercises or work they give you to correct it. Taking imbalances or chronic pain into selection is only going to make it worse or undermine your performance. Number 2 is durability training. You need to build a body that can ruck, carry gear, and stay injury free. That means posterior chain strength, single leg work, core stability, and good movement under load is your bread and butter. You do not need a 500-pound deadlift. Let me repeat that. You do not need a 500-pound deadlift. You need to move well with 65-pound packs on your back for 10 plus hours a day without breaking down. While the deadlift and other compound movements are great to assist with that, chasing big numbers right now and thinking that is what will get you selected will do more harm than good. You can't just chase numbers. Movement quality comes first. While we do want to see gradual increases in weight or stress that we're placing on our system over time, it's to bulletproof you for the stuff that actually matters. So go into it with the mindset that strength training is there to support what we're doing outside the gym. It's not the main event. Prehab work is your best friend during this time. Staying ahead of things by incorporating things like TKEs, Copenhagen drill, plantar flexion, tib raises, etc. This is going to help you maintain hip and knee stability that is crucial to avoid those nagging pains and overuse injuries. And number 3, use your advantages. While you might not recover like a 22-year-old, you probably don't make the same dumb mistakes either. You've probably worked in real teams, maybe held leadership roles, learned how to communicate, take feedback, and deal with stress. That matters big time. One of the most common mistakes at selection often made by younger candidates is letting their emotions get the best of them. They dwell on their mistakes or all the work that they have left. Maybe they lose their cool on a teammate in team week or get flustered out at land nav. The maturity and life experience you have going into selection is insanely valuable. Demonstrate it while you're there. Be a leader with the other guys, lift them up, communicate effectively, and demonstrate that you have not only the fitness, but the traits that they're looking for in a teammate. Never compare yourself to other candidates. Just focus solely on the task immediately in front of you. Looking back, objectively speaking, with the experience and maturity I now have, I would be a much better Green Beret today than I was at 24. So while the physical standards are tough, it is not a young man's game. And some of the best Green Berets you'll ever meet on a team are in their mid-30s or even 40s. So you're not behind, you're just on a different timeline. Remember, throughout our lives, we only get a few opportunities to see what we're truly capable of, and selection is one of them. So do not waste time wondering if you're too old. Start training like you've got something to prove. And if you want a structured plan to do it the right way, check the link down in the description. We will help you get there. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.